Hey everybody, I think that I'm live on in the group. I hope so. Um, this is the first time that I've been able to go live in 30 days. And the reason for that is that Facebook restricted me from being able to go live for 30 days due to some supposed post that went against community standards. So we know Facebook is it's becoming more frustrating to use. It's necessary for business, I think, still, but it's just becoming very, very frustrating. So, I wanted to share with you a little bit about my story, just to kind of let you know. Like I said, I want to do more lives in this group. I want to talk to more people, just to kind of share knowledge and so forth. So, a month ago, I woke up on a Saturday morning and I got a text message saying that here's your code to log into your Facebook account. Well, obviously, I had not been trying to log into my Facebook account. I was asleep, and the message came through at 2:45 on a Saturday morning. And so I quickly checked my Facebook account and clicked on the link to say that no, this was not me that was trying to attempt to get into my Facebook account. And I was also letting them know that, again, it was not me, and I was checking my profile and changing my password and doing all those things that you're supposed to do and that you know to do. Yet, supposedly, again, there was a post made on my personal profile that went against community standards. I had a screenshot of it sent to me as far as from Facebook itself. Um, all I could see is that there was a profile picture that looked like some kind of Arabic language in black and white, but I never saw anything for the post itself. I don't believe any of my friends saw anything of the post itself. And yet, I got a notification from Facebook that I was now restricted. I could not go live for 30 days. I could not create new ad accounts. I could not create new ads. I could not change the ads that I currently had running for myself and other clients. And so that therein, of course, posed a very huge problem. I was in the middle of promoting a local festival here and had wanted to do lots of things with Facebook advertising. I wanted to do some contests and run some ad traffic to contests, and I was unable to do that. So, thankfully, the ads that were there continued to run, so it wasn't like I was completely, stuck in the mud, not without any ads whatsoever, but I was definitely under a hindrance that I could not get new ads out. So, again, very, very frustrating. So, just wanted to take a moment to make sure that I tell people that, if you've, with your Facebook account, with your own personal, every business page is linked to your personal account. So, if you're starting a new page, it's linked to that account. So, make sure that you have security setups in effect for your personal account. Make sure that you are using like a two-factor authentication. So if someone's trying to, hack into your account, that they send you a code to your phone so that they're not supposed to be able to get in. Um, for myself, I went back and forth with Facebook for a solid month, fighting with them, telling them, this is no fault of my own. I did not post anything, and yet I was being penalized, and how it was affecting me being able to do what I wanted to do and needed to do. And basically, they kept telling me, "Thank you for your patience. We're working on it. It may be a little bit longer before we can get the resolve because of the pandemic and yada, yada, yada." Just a lot of boilerplate kind of responses, in my opinion, as far as to email me back and basically, "Thank you for your patience and we're working on it," for a solid month. And, I was getting more and more frustrated because, again, it was, several weeks that I couldn't do anything. And I finally, emailed them, and I'm like, this needs to be resolved. The festival's over. I've missed my opportunity to help with the festival, due to being restricted, again, for no fault of my own. And basically, they come back and said, "Oh, well, that's your personal account. We can't do anything about that." Wonderful, beautiful Facebook. So, now my 30-day restriction is up and I'm actually able to go live. So here I am, and now trying to figure out, again, what are the steps that you can do to put in place to protect yourself from someone trying to hack into your account? And if they do, then what? So many people that I know, or at least several people that I know, have started, a business. They've started a business page. They've had their Facebook account hacked, and then they have no access to their Facebook page. So, I have another person that I know that started their Facebook business page out as a person and then merged it to be an actual business page as it should have been started in the first place. And in the process of doing that, lost all connectivity to it and lost access to it. There are ways in which you can go back to try to claim your Facebook page. However, it does require going through a lengthy form, submitting your ID, submitting tax identification information, all of this different stuff, and then there's still no guarantee that you're going to get your Facebook page back. So kind of just wanted to start conversation here to say, again, first and foremost, make sure that you're securing your own personal profile, and putting security measures in place for that. But, again, if you're using Business Manager, we need to have some, there's security methods there too that you would definitely want to make sure that you implement. But also, just be thinking about what you can do. And what I've recommended to some is, make sure that when you start a business page that you do have people that you can trust, that you can add them to that page. So should you lose access, you've still got access via an employee or a friend. And I know sometimes there's things that happen with, even employees that, they will become disgruntled, for instance, and you don't want them to have access to that page. So again, make sure that you're putting people in place that are admins of your page that you can fully trust. And that way, if something should happen to your profile, you still have some type of access to your business page. Because again, Facebook's not being very helpful right now. I had a client to close her business down. She decided to have a change of her business and a change of what she was doing. She was running a bed and breakfast, and now she's going to be running an equine therapy farm, and it's across the state, so she up and moved and everything. She requested that her Facebook page be deleted back in May, and just this past weekend I saw a comment on an old post that popped up in my newsfeed. So again, that was requested in May, and it's now September, and apparently the page is not deleted as we had asked it to be. Someone's commenting on it. Now, whether this person was actually a real person or maybe some type of bot, I don't know. I tend to think it was probably not even a legitimate person. But the fact of it is that that post popped up in people's feeds when it should not have, because the page itself should have been deleted back in May. So start some conversation here. Let me know, your thoughts or questions as to what we can do to protect our business pages, and continue on with business, because again, Facebook kind of seems to be necessary for business right now, even as we're so frustrated with it. So join me in conversation, leave me some comments, and we'll talk about it. Thanks.